Let's set the stage. Season 3 kicked off 2 weeks ago with Blood and Bourbon, where Dwight Manfredi, our favorite ex-NY mobster, is knee-deep in Tulsa's whiskey wars. His bourbon empire's booming, but Special Agent Musso's got him cornered with a shady deal from Season 2's finale: cooperate or face jail. Enter the new big bad, Jeremiah Dunmire, a Dixie Mafia boss with his psychotic son Cole, who torched Dwight's ally Theodore in a warehouse blaze. Episode 2, The 50, up the stakes. Dwight's pushing a rare 50-year bourbon batch, but Dunmire's crew is hitting his supply lines. Tyson stepping up as the new right-hand man, Manny's loyal but stressed, and Tina's begging Dwight to go legit for their daughter Amelia. Cleo's mourning her dad, killed by Dunmire, and plotting revenge. The episode ended with Dwight facing Dunmire's goons at a distillery handoff, sirens blaring, and guns drawn, a total cliffhanger. This season's all about loyalty, revenge, and Dwight's empire teetering on the edge. That's where we're at. The G and the OG drops in just days, and Paramount Plus' trailers, a 60-second main promo, a 30-second teaser, and some X-posts, are loaded with clues. I've rewatched them obsessively, and we're breaking it all down. This is based on official promos and fan chatter as of October 3, 2025, no leaks, just pure analysis. Expect about 44 minutes of intense drama, classic Sheridan twists, and a cliffhanger that'll wreck you. Spoiler warning, if you're not ready, turn back now. Let's dive into the trailer, scene by scene. That trailer's a roller coaster. Before we hit the ending, let's talk title, The G and the OG. G is obviously Dwight, the general. OG could mean his old-school mob roots, maybe a flashback to his prison days or his dad's influence. Sheridan loves those reflective beats. Or, wild theory, the OG is an original gangster from NYC, like Vince, crashing the party. This episode's 44 to 48 minutes, per Paramount Plus' runtime pattern, and it's leaning hard into action with emotional gut punches. Now, let's speculate on that ending, because Sheridan never plays it safe. Tyson's the star here, rolling in his Cybertruck with grace and Body, spotting a tail. Body quips sarcastically, then boom, cut to a bingo hall standoff, Tyson's packing heat. Later, he's at a strip club, then snatched in a parking lot, punched and grabbed by Dunmire's thugs. Dwight gets the call, we got a problem. Tyson in a life-or-death scrape, blood dripping, hiding a weapon in a dark alley. This is Tyson's initiation kill. He takes out a rival to escape, proving his loyalty to Dwight but crossing a moral line. No turning back, as Dwight warns in the promo. Tina confronts Dwight at the ranch about protecting their family. Musso lurks in the shadows, slapping down old NYC hit photos, owning Dwight. Clue, accept the signs you've been given. You know what comes if you don't. Sounds like a warning from Dunmire to flip someone in Dwight's circle. Theory, Goodis the Mole, his shaky loyalty from Season 2 could crack here. Chaos, Dwight loading guns, flashlight in an old graveyard, shots fired at Tyson's Cybertruck. Cars flipping, rain pouring, classic Sheridan showdown. Ends with a cop car pulling over Dwight's SUV, lights flashing. Serious Cleo. Life and death. The cops are on Dunmire's payroll, leading to a mid-EP arrest twist. But Tyson survives, spotted in later season trailers, maybe turning the tables with his first solo kill. Damn, that promo's a teaser bomb. Now, for the ending explained, speculative, of course, since it airs in 3 days. Based on Taylor Sheridan's style, Yellowstone vibes, Anyone, Episode 3 builds to a graveyard siege where Dwight rescues Tyson from Dunmire's clutches. But G and the OG title? G for General, Dwight, OG for Original Gangster, maybe a flashback to Dwight's prison days or NYC past, tying into Musso's pressure. Cleo pulls off her revenge on Cole, but it backfires, drawing feds in. Dwight's pulled over, gun drawn, but it's a setup. Tyson bursts in for the save, killing a goon and cementing his role as heir apparent. Gut punch? Tina witnesses the violence, whispering it's over, finger on the trigger in a fake out. No shot fired, but it forces Dwight to question his empire. Bittersweet win, threats neutralized short-term, but family fractures deepen. Tonally, it's darker than episodes 1 to 2, blending mob drama with personal stakes. If you loved Season 2's twists, this'll deliver, but brace for emotional hits on the family front. Overall, expect Episode 3 to pivot the season toward all-out war with Dunmire, setting up a manhunt in Episode 4. Dwight's convoy gets lit up on a rainy Tulsa back road. Bullets fly, cars flip, Manny takes a hit shielding the boss. Trailer freezes on Dwight getting winged in the shoulder, blood soaking his jacket, snarling, "Who sent you?" Reveal, it's not Jeremiah. It's a ghost from NYC. Enter Vince from Season 1, back for revenge. Theory, Vince cut a deal with Musso. This flips the script, Dwight's empire crumbles from the inside. Phew, that trailer's serving betrayal buffet. Now, let's fast forward to the ending, because you know I can't resist spoiling the unspoilable. Based on the final 10 seconds of the promo and Taylor Sheridan's playbook, Guy loves his reversals. Here's my lock-in prediction for how the G and the OG wraps. If you haven't watched yet, turn back now. Major plot points, twists, and character arcs ahead. Episode streams on Paramount Plus starting October 5, 2025. Dwight Manfredi, Sylvester Stallone, doubles down on reviving the Montague Distillery after the fiery chaos of Episode 2, navigating fresh heat from the Dixie Mafia and his reluctant FBI side gig with Agent Musso. Tension simmer with his crew. Tyson, J. Will, pushes for bolder moves, while Mitch, Garrett Hedlund, wrestles with loyalty amid the bourbon hustle. Meanwhile, the Dunmires, Jeremiah played by Robert Patrick and son Cole by Bo Knapp, tighten their noose, blending old-school Southern ruthlessness with modern scheming. Family ties strain as Dwight's sister Joanne digs deeper into the distillery's shady title history, uncovering a 10-year profit drought that screams money laundering red flags. Bill Beveridge, Frank Grillo, still smarting from past beefs with Dwight's operation, brokers a secret sit-down with Jeremiah Dunmire. What starts as mutual loathing over shared enemies, Dwight's growing empire, evolves into a tentative pact. Jeremiah Dunmire and his Dixie Mafia son Cole are the new big bads, torching Dwight's allies like Theo in a warehouse blaze. Episode 2, The 50, dropped last Sunday. Dwight scrambling for distribution on that rare 50-year-old bourbon stash, but Dunmire's hitting hard with threats. Tyson stepping up as the muscle, Manny's loyal as ever, and Tina's pressuring Dad to go straight. Cleo's reeling from her dad's death, vowing payback. Ends with sirens blaring as Dwight stares down Dunmire's goons, total powder keg. The official promo and trailers for Episode 3 are fire, about 30 to 60 seconds each, packed with clues. I've watched M frame by frame, and here's the breakdown. Spoiler warning, this is based on official Paramount Plus promos and fan breakdowns as of October 2, 2025. No leaks, just legit teasers. Let's dissect. Things are heating up, that's for sure. Cut to Tyson warning, don't want to take us all out one by one. This ties straight to Dunmire's hits on Theo, Walton, and Mitch. Clue, Dunmire's strategy is picking off Dwight's crew systematically. This episode ramps up the body count, expect at least one more ally in. Tyson's impatience boils over when he uncovers Mitch's side hustle selling bootleg bourbon to Bill's network, a desperate bid to fund his ranch dreams with Margaret. A brutal fistfight ensues at the distillery, echoing Season 1's raw energy, but it ends in reconciliation. Or does it? Goody Karanji drops a bombshell update, Armand's fine status back east is a lie, he's plotting a comeback hit on Chickie's remnants, pulling Dwight into a cross-country web. Body's arc darkens further, his tiff with Bill's henchman escalates to a revenge stabbing, tying him deeper to the mole role. Cole Dunmire's plan from Episode 2. It's a feint, luring Dwight's team to a fake buyer meet for the 50-year-old bourbon cash. Jeremiah pulls the real strings, torching a secondary warehouse to frame Dwight for insurance fraud. The episode peaks in a rain-soaked showdown where Dwight confronts Jeremiah mano a mano, delivering a classic Stallone line. Bill feeds intel on Dwight's distribution runs in exchange for a cut of the distillery's vintage bourbon stash. But here's the gut punch: Bill's motive? Revenge for Jimmy's death, tied back to Season 2 fallout, and he plants a mole in Dwight's inner circle. Who? Body Martin Starr, the dispensary whiz, who's been playing both sides since Episode 1's FBI deal indirectly spooked him. This team-up explodes in a mid-episode ambush at the Bread $2 saloon, leaving one of Dwight's enforcers critically wounded. Absent in Episode 2, Special Agent Musso re-enters with a vengeance, summoning Dwight for an off-books meet. He dangles damning surveillance footage of the Montague arson, implicating the Dunmires but also Dwight's crew in the cover-up. In exchange for burying it, Musso demands Dwight flip on Quiet Ray's lingering New York ties, revealing Ray's been quietly funneling cash to Tulsa via the car dealership. Dwight stonewalls at first, but a late-night call from his daughter Tina, forced into hiding after a veiled threat, forces his hand. Musso's not just FBI, he's got unofficial Dixie Mafia strings, making him a triple agent. His Kansas City rival turned business partner, Bill Bevilacqua, took out the relentless Chicky in the Tulsa King Season 2 finale. Dwight appeared to finally be going legit with his various businesses, including Body's weed shop and Mitch Keller's budding car dealership. That ship quickly sailed as he's pinned by FBI agent Musso, forced to do his bidding with a smile to avoid spending the rest of his life back in prison. A new Season 3 antagonist emerges in the form of the diabolical and self-righteous Jeremiah Dunmire, who shockingly has his longtime friend Theo Montague killed after Theo chose to accept Dwight's offer to buy his exceptional distillery. There's a chance that Theo may still be alive, but Dwight will undoubtedly be hunting down Dunmire moving forward, perhaps starting with his hot-headed son, Cole. The Tulsa King Season 3 premiere saw the return of several fan-favorite characters, including the overly eager Tyson, the sharpshooting Grace, the hilarious giant Bigfoot, Dwight's slick-talking sister Joanne, and Dwight's Season 2 love interest, Margaret. New Season 3 characters include a dangerous New York mafia boss known as Quiet Ray, who wants a piece of Tulsa, Cleo Montague, Mitch's old flame and Theo's daughter, and the upcoming arrival of Samuel L. Jackson's Nola King. Tulsa King Season 3's premiere raises the scale and UPS the stakes. The Tulsa King Season 3 premiere may feel a bit choppy at first, but it really does an excellent job of setting a solid foundation for the rest of the 9-episode season to build from. Just about every story and character aspect feels fully evolved, even though the whole of Tulsa King takes place over just a matter of months. The Tulsa King Season 3 premiere may feel a bit choppy at first, but it really does an excellent job of setting a solid foundation for the rest of the 9-episode season to build from. Just about every story and character aspect feels fully evolved, even though the whole of Tulsa King takes place over just a matter of months. Stallone is his usual powerhouse of masculine bravado and old-school charm in Tulsa King Season 3, embodying the true spirit of a tried-and-tested capo. His unwavering character makes for a great protagonist who will never resort to indecision or non-action. These types of characters are the bread and butter of Taylor Sheridan's slate of Paramount Plus series, and Dwight is easily among the most entertaining, right on par with Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy Norris in Landman. Dwight is also faced with more pressure from every angle than ever before in the Tulsa King Season 3 premiere. Although Chicky is gone, Quiet Ray looks to be double the threat that Chicky ever was, and Dunmire is truly terrifying, backed by a warped sense of divine providence and manifest destiny. Not to mention the persistent Musso watching Dwight's every move and the ongoing friction from Bevilacqua. That said, the upped scale and stakes don't take away from the more light-hearted moments rooted in the chemistry between Dwight's gang of misfits. Headland's Mitch has enough charisma to front his own Sheridan series, while Martin Starr's hilarious body reveals that he's got a dark side of his own that should not be tested. Spencer, played by Stallone's daughter Scarlett Rose, seems to be finding a bigger role in the series as well. Episode 2 ends with a visit from Jeremiah Dunmire at the casino. The latter berates Dwight about the Dunmires' deep ties and supposed culture of honor, and Jeremiah's personal code of honor, that Dwight supposedly interrupted. So given your intrusion, I am obligated to destroy everything you have built, and everyone you love, piece by piece, limb by limb, for my and my descendants' sake. Manfredi responds that when his people are threatened, I will snatch away your meaningless existence, and everything that you and your descendants built, and the thing is, I'm gonna have fun doing it. Dwight says Dunmire's there because he's scared. Your empire is in danger, Dunmire. I'm gonna take it from you. All of it, every bit. Then 10 more, then 20 more, on the back of what you and your kin built. Jeremiah leaves with a final threat, and the pair part as dedicated adversaries. Last season's antagonists found a way to stick around, even become reluctant partners. The only way this conflict ends is in blood. It may be this season or in a future one, but it's inevitable.